Okay. Um, Today I'm gonna show off a Styanax build I've been working on for a bit now. I made the original build like 2 months ago, but I finished it yesterday. Basically, after doing some math, I noticed that it's doable to get your entire shield capacity back if you have catalyzing shields with every single kill while having this active. Basically, the idea of the build is that you need 370 strength to restore 185 shields with a single kill. Because of catalyzing shields, the max shields is 185, and that means that every single kill guarantees you that 1.33 second shield gate damage immunity. And I have 4 strength shards and 1 corrosive. The strength shards enable me to have decent duration, range, well, high strength, obviously. And then I have all of my arcanes and 1 mod slot, 3, for anything else I want to have on the build. So it's pretty flexible, comfortable, and all you need for you to not be able to die, essentially, is having a good enough weapon to get kill every now and then, which is pretty easy with how strong ways of killing we have now. If you have the new Warframe, you could always replace one of the abilities with invisibility. So you would have... You can't die from accidentally getting hit while invisible and invisibility, but I haven't played in the 1999 area yet. I wasn't too into the dating sim stuff, so I've been messing about with other stuff. Yeah, the abilities you most likely would want to replace are 1 of the 4, because you want rally point for the shield, and you also get a pretty nice regen for your energy at the same time. And getting more, of course, does not hurt it, because it goes into our shields, even if it doesn't do that much. And Terrato Strike is the armor stripping ability he has. It's gonna do more than 100% quite easily now. My last build, last config here, it has the final stand with the augment, so that you get overguard on top as well. And because it's an overguard, I don't have the shield stuff in place. But you can make even the javelin still a decent bit of damage by just abilities like Eclipse, which is all damage, and then Raw, which also increases ability damage. Both increase the damage of the javelins from your foe, and Vigorous Swap also increases the damage by your javelins. So 165 plus 107, that's 282% damage increase, so javelins get to actually pretty decent damage numbers. If you wanted, there's also this. I feel like that's a bit excessive and a bit difficult to do in an actual mission. It's much easier to just swap your weapon, and just gonna show it real quick. 5.4k. I'll do this. Swap my weapon. A vigorous swap, and nice 30k. You don't want too much duration because the vigorous swaps, you need to finish swapping the weapon, so the new weapon needs to come into your hand because it's on equip. So the max time you get from it is more like 2.5 seconds. So you want your final stand to end not too late. So building just for duration for the final stand would mean that you lose almost half of your damage buff. Well, more than half of your damage buff with my strength. Without augmented. I have Arcane Energize on there because, you know, I don't want to run out of energy if I'm just spamming it, but if you aren't fully playing just for the final stand, then the energy should be fine, because you're still getting 10 energy per second, and the duration is 38, so that's 380 energy for the duration, plus the ones energy ups you're getting from kills and stuff. The Nourish, it's on there because viral, but it also increases the oh, I'm gonna show the energy region. The Nourish also affects the energy region from the final stand. No, final stand was fun. The third ability, Rally Point, this one. There you see the normal energy region, and then Nourish makes it much faster because of the energy multiplier on it. So if you were wanting to spam something, obviously Nourish would also be an option instead of Arcane, but you would need to spam one of the basic abilities. This Nourish is already a helmet ability, so you can't get one of the other ones instead. Breathful is there obviously for melee weapons because you have this little guy, Influence. If you want to deal more damage, you want crates. But as you can see, I don't have electricity on this version of the build. This one has electricity for the Influence. This one doesn't because they reworked Shock Trooper. Now it actually applies the element without combining. I think the way it works is the same as Balance Fusion now, which means that it makes a combined element and it's also the just electricity. That enables you to proc the Influence. And since I don't need arcane slots for anything, I can basically just make this build whatever I want it to be with the same base build. You can get to 370 strength pretty easily. Yeah. Multi-augmented goes to 60, so if you only build to 310, you could just slap Malt on there and it would be good to go. You could, like I have on here, put all of the strength mods there. I'm actually getting too much already, so you wouldn't need any of the. These are 60 all in all together as well. So instead of shots, you could put the multi-augmented, for example. I don't know which one is easier to get for newer players. Yeah. I guess I'll show it real quick. Enemies. Unpause. That really doesn't matter. Oh. You're more likely gonna want something that it's not single target meta. You're most definitely gonna want something that you know will consistently kill enemies. The 1 second isn't that long time after all. If you miss your shots like I did, you're just gonna die. So that's the main reason for the shock trooper build. Because melee helps you kill a lot of enemies from larger area more easily. And you can just use AoE weapons, obviously. Oh, there's a gist of the build, there isn't that much to show. Just get a good weapon that kills enemies from larger areas so you know that you always have kills. Or if you feel like you're not gonna get a kill, you could use Roland Guard. You could always use these mods. There's that empty slot, so you can. I guess you could swap both of them if you wanted to. And then also put in something like edges. I think people are getting pretty aware of how strong these shield tanking builds are. Do I want? Doesn't really do too much for characters with lower shields. Basically, once you get the shield mod to actually proc, you become immune to damage for the duration lasting. You can also use the operator's watch ability for that. I'll also increases your shield regen. Then I have the ability active, so every time my shield broke, it instantly fixed itself, even though I didn't even have my ability active. Yeah. That's about it for the video. I'm gonna drop the appearances of my characters. I was requesting in one of my previous videos, so I'm gonna drop them at the end of the video.